Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into something I think a lot of us struggle with, finding that sweet spot with technology.
Right, especially when it's about something so personal like health.
Exactly. How do you get the info you need without, feeling buried under gadgets or just too much data? It's overwhelming.
It really is. It's this odd thing where devices promise everything, but what most people actually want is just something practical,
Yeah.
something that works, fits in, doesn't add stress.
Totally. And that search for balance, that's what brings us to today's focus, the Fitbit Versa 4. We dug into a pretty detailed review of this fitness smartwatch, and it really paints a picture of a device that seems to hit that great balance between practicality, style, and everyday usability. That's the quote.
Yeah, and that's what you want to unpack in this deep dive, right?
Yeah.
What actually makes the Versa 4 this solid all-rounder for everyday wellness?
Exactly. We want to get past the feature list.
Yeah, pull out the key stuff, maybe some surprising bits so you can figure out, okay, what are its real strengths, its limits, and crucially, does it fit your goals?
Straight away, the first impression from the review is pretty clear. This thing seems aimed squarely at folks who want to track health and activity, but maybe without all the crazy bells and whistles.
Right. The reviewer sounded genuinely impressed with its simplicity, accuracy, and overall value.
Which kind of suggests that maybe less is more sometimes.
Could be. And what's interesting is how the design itself seems to back that up, that everyday usability idea.
How so?
Well, it's described as really slim, lightweight, which sounds minor, but it's actually pretty key for wearing it 24/7, especially for sleep tracking. You don't want a brick on your wrist overnight.
Good point. And the screen.
It's got that vibrant AMOLED display. So great colors, deep blacks, apparently super easy to read outside.
Okay, that's important.
And importantly, it dims properly at night. So it's not like blasting your eyes when you're trying to sleep. Just a better experience all around.
Okay, so it looks good, easy to see. But wearing it constantly, how does it actually feel? Especially, during a sweaty workout. Did the review touch on that?
It did, yeah. Comfort seems to be a big plus.
Hmm.
The silicone strap is soft, designed not to irritate even when you're active.
That's good to hear.
And you can customize it, swap out bands, that kind of thing. But it's not just about wearing it. Getting started matters too.
The setup. Always a potential headache.
Apparently not here. The review called it remarkably straightforward. Doesn't matter if you use Android or an iPhone. The Fitbit app sort of handles it all.
Smooth process.
Seems like it. And crucially, the syncing is reliable. None of those annoying connection drops you sometimes get. That initial ease of use, it kind of sets the tone,
Okay, so it's comfy, easy to set up, but the core job tracking activity, when you're actually out there running or whatever, does it deliver? How's the performance?
Yeah, that's the make or break, isn't it? Performance seems to be where it really shines. Consistently tracks steps, distance, heart rate, calories burned. And the review stressed surprising precision.
Precision is key. What about GPS?
Built-in GPS. It's accurate, locks on relatively quickly, so you're not standing around waiting to start your run.
And you can leave your phone behind.
You can, yeah. Big plus for many people. And there's this active zone minutes feature.
Right, I've heard of that. What's the deal there?
It's not just counting steps. It nudges you to stay in certain heart rate zones during exercise. It's about making the workout effective, actually boosting your cardiovascular health, not just logging time.
Okay, that sounds genuinely useful. But all this tracking, GPS, heart rate, what about the battery? That's often the killer for these devices.
Huge pain point, absolutely. Fitbit claims up to 6 days. The review found it pretty much lived up to it.
Seriously, 6 days.
Well, more like 5 full days with mixed usage. That included GPS runs, sleep tracking, notifications, the works.
5 days is still really, really good. That's way better than charging every night.
Definitely. It means you can actually use it for continuous health monitoring without being constantly worried about the charger.
And when you do need to charge, is it quick? Because waiting hours is also frustrating.
It's got fast charging. About 15 minutes on the charger gives you roughly a day's worth of juice.
Nice. So downtime is minimal.
Exactly. Which is great for keeping that tracking consistent.
Now, something Fitbit is often known for, its strong suit, you could say, is sleep tracking. The Versa 4 keeps that up.
Oh, yeah. It seems to be a real highlight still. And it's more than just telling you, you slept 7 hours.
Right, it gives you stages.
Exactly. A detailed breakdown. Light, deep, REM sleep. And understanding those different phases, I mean, deep sleep for physical recovery,
Right.
REM for cognitive stuff,
Right.
that gives you actual insights.
Not just a number.
Right. The reviewer even said the sleep score felt surprisingly reflective of how rested you feel.
Hmm.
That says a lot about its accuracy, translating data into something useful.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. The smartwatch side of things. The review called the features decent, but not groundbreaking. What does decent actually mean here, especially for someone focused on health first?
Yeah, decent is interesting. I think for that health-first user, it means having the essentials without being overwhelmed.
So, not a million apps.
Exactly. It's more about convenience. Glancing at notifications during a workout so you don't pull out your phone. Controlling music.
Okay.
Using Google Maps for directions on your wrist is pretty handy. And Google Wallet support for tap to pay.
Ah, so you can grab a coffee after your run without your wallet?
Precisely. It's those kinds of practical, smart features that add value for the target user without trying to be an Apple Watch,
Makes sense.
Mm.
But there's often a catch with these things. The review mentioned a potential downside. The subscription? Fitbit Premium?
Ah, yes. That's definitely something potential buyers need to weigh up. Some features are locked behind that paywall.
Like what kind of features?
Deeper health insights, guided workout programs, that sort of stuff. More analysis and content.
And the reviewer's take on that.
They noted it's a bit disappointing, which is fair. You buy the hardware, but then need to pay more for the full software experience.
It's a common model now, though.
It is, but the review also pointed out that the free version still offers plenty for most everyday users. So it's not like the watch is useless without premium.
Right, okay. So it's something to be aware of, but maybe not a deal breaker depending on what you want.
Exactly. You have to decide if those extra paid features are essential for your specific goals.
Okay, so let's try and pull this all together for you, our listener. Thinking about your own health goals, what have we learned?
Well, number one, the Fitbit Versa 4 seems to absolutely nail this core job. Fitness tracking steps, distance, heart rate, calories. It does that with really impressive precision.
And that battery life stands out. Genuinely capable of 5 full days with mixed usage. That's huge in a world where daily charging is common.
Definitely. And its strong suit, the sleep tracking, offers real, usable insights into your sleep stages, light, deep, REM. That's a big differentiator.
Plus, it's comfortable, easy to set up and sync. It just seems to remove a lot of the friction that can stop people from tracking consistently.
Yeah, it's a very solid fitness-first package in that sense.
Now, on the smartwatch side, maybe decent but not groundbreaking is the right summary. It gives you just enough smart functionality.
Like those notifications, the Google Maps, Google Wallet.
For someone who prioritizes health tracking but appreciates those conveniences, it's not trying to replace your phone.
Right. It knows its lane, focuses on health and wellness primarily.
And that Fitbit Premium point, it's the downside worth mentioning. Some features cost extra.
Yep, something to factor in, even though the free tier is pretty comprehensive for basic tracking and insights. It just forces you to think about how much you value those deeper dives and guided programs.
So it really comes down to your priorities, doesn't it? Are you looking for a device that gets the health essentials right, looks good, feels comfortable, and doesn't overload you?
If so, the Versa 4 sounds like a really strong contender.
Or do you really need that massive app ecosystem, the most advanced smart features, all the bells and whistles right there on your wrist?
In which case, maybe you look elsewhere. It's about matching the tool to your needs.
And thinking bigger picture, it kind of raises this interesting question. With tech getting ever more complex, more feature-packed, how do we actually decide when enough tech is better than more tech, especially for something like wellness? What does that balance really look like when it's supported by smart devices?
That's a great question. What does true wellness supported by tech actually mean for each of us? Definitely something to think about.